everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of 5 Questions with Wrestling Rampage. The 3 amigos are back in this bitch.
I can't mess up his hair, you don't have none.
That's right, guys. We are back with this edition of 5 Questions with WRS.
Woo!
It's your guys' questions you guys send in. And guys, you can send in questions anytime you guys want to in the comments section down below.
Send in those fucking questions in the comments.
Remember, baby, fire down below.
That's right, so make sure you guys...
It's just not down below the comments, down below here too.
We don't need to be hearing that. But guys...
Bring on the women!
all 5 questions are asked by a good friend of ours, Dan the Beast 94.
Who?
Dan the Beast 94. Is he going to have the gray shirt with the water streaks?
I wish he would.
But if you guys don't remember, me, Tommy, and Pops were on the Pro Wrestling Zone podcast with Dan the Beast 94 and Rick Del Santo and great guys.
Yeah, great guys.
If you guys want to go watch it, go to the channel.
Subscribe to the Pro Wrestling Zone podcast.
That's right. Go subscribe. You guys go watch that. It was exciting to get to talk to them and meet them for this. Great.
I fucking had a great time.
Great time.
I mean, the great conversation we had, and I can't wait to do it again.
Pro Wrestling Zone podcast will be in the description box below, as well as Dan the Beast 94's channel in the description box below. Hit those links, go directly to their channel, hit that subscribe button, tell them Wrestling Rampage sent you.
That's right.
Good friend of ours. Let's go ahead and go with his 5 questions here. Do you believe Bret Hart would have survived in the Attitude Era if he never left the WWE?
No.
Let's just be honest here. Bret is a stick in the mud.
Yeah.
He is.
He is now.
He is. Well, he was.
He's actually been like that for years.
Bret's a stick in the mud. He didn't like a lot of the shit that they were doing anyway.
Yeah.
He didn't really like the Goldust character. He didn't.
Nope.
He didn't like the Goldust character.
He didn't like the Austin character.
He didn't like the Austin character. He didn't like fucking Bret and Shawn and Triple H and the whole D-Generation X thing, calling fucking Shawn a degenerate.
Yeah.
But you know, he didn't like a lot of the way things were going in the WWE anyway. So,
Yeah, he didn't like the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
So he probably would have been canned.
I guess he's like Ricky Steamboat, a family man.
I guess so.
He's a family man.
But then, and again, he didn't want to drop the belt.
Well, I mean, I will say this: he did like Austin Stone Cold, but he didn't like the way the character and pretty much him trumping over him. Pretty much.
Well, and he didn't like the finger gesturing and all that.
Yeah.
What is this, churchgoer?
Family man. He's a
I know he gets
family
churchgoers.
man.
They're usually pricks. So.
Do you think? And you know, the end of '97 going into '98 is when the Attitude Era was coming.
Yeah. So you know, I guess Bret didn't like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So Vince goes, well, you don't like it? I'll can your ass to WCW.
We'll give you fucking.
We'll give you Larry Sabisco and Eric Bischoff.
You can be the referee.
You could be the referee in your blue jeans and your sneakers and your black shirt.
Well, you know, seeing Bret Hart before that, really struck. You know,
he seen the writing was on the wall for him.
Yeah,
he big time.
He knew, you know, that you know that. Well, also age had a lot to do with too with him.
I mean, he was in his 40s around that time.
and he knew that, you know, no more belts are going to come his way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it though. I mean, he knew you know, a wrestler knows when time's ticking.
If I had to guess, he at least had a good few years left in him, maybe.
Yeah.
As far as like being a real top talent.
Yeah, but I really don't think that he'd got the belt back.
But, and you know, let's just be honest. He goes to WCW.
And they didn't do shit.
They didn't do nothing with him.
They finally did something with him in fucking 2000.
Because
3 years.
But
3 years.
Yeah.
But you got to understand though, what else was there to do with him?
Well, honestly, he did everything in WWE anyway.
Yeah. I mean, what else can you use it for? belts, he already had those. He already had them all.
And when it comes to, you know, and we should mention that, you know, in early '98, Shawn takes a hiatus.
Oh,
Yeah.
So maybe Bret could have stayed and could have got Shawn out of the picture for a little bit.
But you know, me, and I'll say this right here. You know, I like Bret Hart. I have nothing against him. Me, if I didn't like that attitude there, I'd have figured some way. Hey, look, man, I don't want to be part of this, but I'll gladly go in the back and work the back of the house for you. You know, stuff like that right there. You know, maybe go out and look for new talent to bring in here, because he would have made a great road agent, because we all know Bret Hart, new talent.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, his run at WCW was pretty dreadful.
Yes.
Yeah, he won the World Heavyweight Championship there. Yeah, he won the United States Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won the tag team titles. But did they really mean anything?
Yeah, no.
He already had those.
In WCW, they did nothing with him when he first came in.
It
Nothing.
was,
Actually, his whole career.
Yeah, basically his whole career. Yeah, he won the world title, but goddamn, it took that long. 2000 when it was dying anyway.
Yeah.
And then after that, he got hurt.
Yep. The
You know,
Goldberg
due to
kicked
the
his
kick by
head.
Goldberg.
Yeah.
I mean, what did? Here's my thing. You know, we all know all the you know accolades from the WWE that he did, WWF, WWE combined. What?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't even see a classic match besides the one he had with Benoit.
Yeah.
What can you?
That's the only
That's
funny
it.
one that I remember that he had any good in.
Can you name any other good Bret Hart WCW matches?
What can
No,
you actually,
short list.
Yeah.
What can you actually say compared WWF, WWE, and WCW? What could you really say? Which way was the best? You have to say that WWF/WWE was his best run ever, because he was with that company so long. He went to WCW. You can't say much that he did. Like Tommy said, yes, Benoit, epic, but that was it.
But so no,
No.
same. And with Bret being that way, you know, his career was just not like. There's only two people that I've seen he had a good match with. One was Chris Benoit, and the other one was the person you don't discourage, El Dandy.
El
El
Dandy.
You remember that?
Don't disrespect El Dandy.
Yeah. Don't disrespect El Dandy. Let's go with the next question. Thoughts on the nWo in WWE in 2002, and do you think the direction they were going was Triple H versus the nWo?
No.
No.
No. Because here's the thing. In 2002.
Yeah.
This is before the nWo came in.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H won the Royal Rumble. Right? When he returned.
Yeah.
He won the Royal Rumble in 2002. He's going to main event WrestleMania and fight for the Undisputed Championship.
Yeah.
Do you think he gave a fuck about the nWo? He goes, fuck, I'm main eventing the show with Big, before he had the beer gut Jericho.
Before he had the beer gut Jericho.
Before and after.
Before and
Think about
after.
taking a picture of that. Before and after.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm thinking about it. But you know, he was going to main event WrestleMania with Chris Jericho for the Undisputed Championship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why the fuck should he care about the nWo?
There you go.
He won the Royal Rumble. He's going to main event WrestleMania with Jericho for the Undisputed title. So why the fuck should he care about the nWo? You know, fucking Austin didn't have anything. The Rock didn't have anything.
So you know what? You're going to go against Hogan. Classic match, though.
Yeah.
Great match.
Rock, you're going against Hogan. Austin, fuck it, Scott Hall.
Scott Hall. You're going to go against Last Call Scott Hall. And you know what? You're gonna tape him up into a chair and shove him into a freezer.
That's right.
But yeah.
Yeah, like I think The Rock and Austin was the better one because Triple H was already fucking main event at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd give two fucks about the
Yeah, he didn't get two fucks about the nWo. To be honest, the nWo in 2002 to me wasn't that stellar.
And thoughts on the nWo in 2002?
The shits.
The shits. Yeah.
I mean, that was And I'm glad it was just Hogan, Hall, and Nash.
Well,
At first.
Later on.
At first.
Later
Okay,
on.
at first.
At first.
At first, I was like, okay, cool. It's just the 3 original members of the NWO. Okay, I can endure that. Hogan, Hall, Nash. Where WCW did not do that.
Oh, did you like the GameCube version song?
No, that sucks. At least don't shut your mouth if you hear the NWO thing.
That's right.
But
no Scott Hall.
I wish they would have had Scott. Maybe I would have chosen him.
Yeah.
Because I like Scott Hall.
But
I was glad it was just...
But of course, after WrestleMania, the NWO kind of disbands.
Then after WrestleMania, Hogan turned.
Yeah.
He was the real American again.
Yeah, with the Voodoo Child theme.
Which is a good song.
Great song.
One of the best Hogan themes.
Yeah, I agree. Voodoo Child is probably Hogan's best theme.
And then they had X-Pac. And then they had Big Show.
Booker T.
Then they had Booker T. And then when Scott Hall powdered because of the plane ride from hell.
Yeah.
Then X-Pac left, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, X-Pac was still with them for a little stint.
Listen.
And then
Shawn Michaels.
and Shawn Michaels and
And the Harley
NWO
Davidson hat.
the NWO kind of exploded after that.
Yeah.
Then Nash tore his quad.
Ah! Ah!
NWO was done after that.
Yeah. You know what one member they missed?
Who?
Goldie.
Yeah, they should let Goldie in there.
They should have let Goldie in the NWO.
Say it. Say it. I gotta hear it. Say it.
Goldie wants to join the NWO. If Goldie thinks he should be in the NWO, I think we should let him. But yeah, the NWO in 2002 was just dreadful.
Yeah.
It really was. Pops the NWO in 2002.
It was watered down to nothing.
Watered down to nothing.
No.
Did you? Do you think Triple H had any business being in the for the NWO?
Why?
When you're on top going for the Undisputed Championship, why should you give 2 fucks?
He was not concerned about that right there. He was going after an Undisputed Heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the NWO. I know that's what I would have said.
Same. Let's go with the next question. Would you say Matt Hardy's success has been overshadowed by Jeff, or has he lived up to the moment? The moment! Since his broken character.
Alright, can I go ahead and say something?
Yes.
Jeff Hardy is better than Matt. Always have. Always will.
And I just want to say something a little controversial.
Well, go ahead, because I'll say it too.
The Matt Hardy broken character
Sucks.
worst thing he ever did.
Worst thing he ever did. Didn't give a fuck about your fucking afro hair with a fucking blonde streak.
I don't give a fuck about your painting on
I don't
teeth.
give a fuck about your painted on goddamn fucking
White teeth.
White teeth. I don't give a fuck about your goddamn fucking pajama pants. I don't give a fuck about your Maxwell Death, whatever the fuck it is. I didn't give a fuck about your. I didn't give a fuck about Pedro the gardener. I didn't give a fuck about mowing lawns. I didn't give a fuck about your compound or whatever the fuck it is. Didn't give 2 fucks about anything.
Ruby.
I didn't give a fuck about Ruby Whore either. She's a whore. Facts are facts, which these are facts.
These are facts.
And she's just mad Lita was better than she was.
Yeah.
I remember she could whine bitch complain because Lita sent a tweet said that she would love to have the Hardy Boys reunite. And fuck, she got all pissed off about it.
Yeah.
You know why? Because she's mad that Ruby Sky did nothing in her career. I mean, besides being with broken Matt, but not that broken Matt Hardy. You want to tell you my enjoyment of Matt Hardy?
What's that?
One, when he was fucking cold-blooded Matt Hardy in TNA.
Oh God, with the dreads.
Oh, the dreads! I loved it. He looked like Tyler Rex.
The Rex.
I loved the cold-blooded Matt Hardy. I did. That was the best Hardy. And I loved Matt Key Hardy. But if I had to choose my favorite Matt Hardy, it was V1 Matt Hardy.
V1 da.
V1 da. And the only time he got a sniff of a main event push was with Edge. The only time he got a sniff. I'm talking about a little sniff.
You got a whiff.
He got a whiff. You know what I mean? It was a small whiff, too.
It was a small whiff. Take a whiff. But,
Take a whiff!
But listen.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought the broken character
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, honestly.
People's like, oh, this is
Oh,
the best
yeah.
Matt Hardy's
People-
ever been.
People fucking watch Impact, like anybody gave a fuck about Impact, but people watching Impact, they're like, oh, this is the greatest thing Matt Hardy ever did. I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck is this?
When I saw this, I was like, what the fuck is this? Matt Hardy in pajama pants, fucking riding mow our yard.
he can mow our
Yeah,
lawn.
he could mow our yard for $25.
Yeah.
You know. And his gardener, Pedro, he could cut the hedges out here if he wants to. Because we do need some hedging out here.
Yeah, we need some hedging.
So Pedro, come over.
We got some
And
work
bring
for you.
Matt Hardy with the green fucking John Deere tractor.
Juan Deere.
Yeah, Juan Deere. Or it
Uh,
could be Craftsman. I don't give a fuck what kind of fucking lawnmower it is.
oh, don't get a craftsman.
Yeah.
Anyway, Paz, did you like the Did you like the broken character?
No. Let's just be facts to facts.
Jeff's better than Matt.
I mean, I will say this: for the people that like AEW, those are the people that were watching Impact and like
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they were.
Yeah.
They are, and they were.
Yeah. And that's why he was doing in WWE, people were like,
So the real question is this right here.
Do you think Matt Hardy's success has been overshadowed by Jeff?
Of course, it always was off of his career.
Even when they were at the top pinnacles of their career,
Yeah.
where Jeff was the WWE champion, Matt Hardy was in the Little League ECW.
yeah.
Yeah.
As the ECW
You
champion.
had Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Matt Hardy. We need some kids.
Yeah.
And Matt Hardy wasn't doing that stellar. He wasn't even a big fish in a little pond there, like Christian was.
That's right.
He was the the fish you catch on Red Dead Redemption with picklers. That was Matt Hardy in ECW.
The pickler.
You know those type fish, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was that on
The ones with the red fin.
Yeah, that was Matt Hardy in ECW.
Dime a
But,
dozen.
yeah, and Christian was the big ass fish you catch. You know that big ass fish you catch, you wrap it in a rope and you put it on the horse's ass.
Yeah.
That was Christian, okay? Matt Hardy was the redfish pickler you could put in your goddamn purse.
The red fin pickler. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know. Lord, I caught a lot of them. I never thought I'd catch another fish. All it was a red fin pickler.
Yeah, Matt Hardy.
So no doubt, Matt Hardy's success has always been overshadowed by Jeff, and it always will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jeff's better. I'm
yeah.
sorry, Jeff is better. I'm not a Hardy Boys fan.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, I don't like the Hardys whatsoever. But if I had to choose which one was better, you could easily say it's Jeff.
And even though Matt Hardy is like the one that like really
Has his
loves,
head on his shoulders
yeah,
and shit
most
like
of the time,
Most of the time.
and really loves wrestling and has his nose crooked to the side.
Yeah.
Have you seen the picture of his
Yeah, I
nose?
did.
God, it's like that.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Looks like Cena's nose when Seth Rollins fucking needed.
Looks like he could turn a corner real
Yeah.
good with it. But he really loves wrestling, and when he has his head on straight, he can do a lot of things in wrestling. While Jeff has to take breaks from wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't like doing wrestling all the time, and that's the sad part about it.
Yeah. Jeff's really good. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
If I had to choose the better Hardy I
But-
could enjoy watching the most, it is Jeff.
But we both know he was overshadowed. But you can say this too. He does know how to wrestle.
No, I'm not even a Hardy Boys fan. Just like Tom, I'm not a Hardy Boys fan,
Matt is decent.
but they're good. They are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
But I'm not saying that they suck or nothing. But
No.
it's just they're just not what I enjoy. I enjoyed Lita,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
but
Everybody enjoyed Lena.
let's
We
go,
all know that.
let's go and go with the next question. If Eddie Guerrero didn't pass away, would he have main evented WrestleMania 22?
Hard to say.
Hard to say because, even in his last pay-per-view match was the No Mercy.
Yeah,
with,
against Batista.
Losing effort,
Yeah.
but when it comes down to it, and I even listened to something to wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. He even said that there were talks about Eddie being World Heavyweight Champion again.
Yeah.
But you know, soon after the No Mercy pay-per-view, Eddie dies.
Yeah.
Yep.
His last match was on SmackDown.
Yep.
Against Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah.
So,
I remember he won that Survivor Series match. He was going to be on Survivor Series team for SmackDown. Then Randy Orton took his place.
yeah. And then told Ray Eddie's in hell. But anyway,
I didn't like that.
yeah, well, it is what it is.
But again,
Hard to say, but I would say that Eddie at least had another title run if he would have lasted.
yeah, I think he. I'll be honest. I think. I thought that was the thing they were doing with Ray. I thought that was going to be for Eddie.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I'm not going to sit. You know, I'm not going to sit
Don't
here
disrespect
and
Ray.
I'm not going to sit here and disrespect Ray. At
I like
all,
Ray.
But let's just be honest here. The real reason he became World Heavyweight Champion was because of Eddie.
Yeah.
This isn't like
And this is
this isn't a knock. It's not.
This is not putting Eddie down because he wasn't good. Ray was good.
Ray was good, but
but
and then not only that, but
but
they made him go against like always like way bigger guys.
And,
Yeah.
and see, he was the world champion, and he would lose these guys like
Yeah.
the Great Khali
Yeah.
and Mark Henry and like he would lose.
Mm-hmm.
and people knowing this.
And he's the world
know this
heavyweight
right here,
champion.
that Ray could win.
Like, be honest. Go watch his
run,
run as World Heavyweight Champion.
Watch his run on SmackDown
As World Heavyweight
as
Champion.
World Heavyweight
He
Champion.
lost most of the time he ever fucking won.
Yeah, he barely beat a few guys. Like, yeah, he beat Finley and stuff like that. But
Oh, Finley, huh?
I'm just saying.
I love Finley, but
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, but people like that.
Yeah.
You know, but if they put him against a bigger guy like fucking Hank Pillin Khali
Mark Henry.
or Mark Henry or anyone like that, he'll lose.
Mm-hmm.
But
He's the world champion.
his no knock on Ray. I love Ray.
Mm-hmm. I love Ping Pong Live too.
But you know, it just seemed like to me, you know, that to me, before, you know, before Eddie passed, that he just could not get over the hump. And I do believe that this right here was all made up for Eddie, but Ray got it.
And we should always, and we should mention as well that Eddie Guerrero never beat Rey Mysterio.
No.
We should mention that.
No.
Yeah.
As many times they fought,
Yeah.
Ray always won.
Yeah.
And there is no doubt, though, guys. I mean, we said this before. There is no doubt that those guys loved each other.
Mm-hmm.
There was no mistakable thing about that. They really loved each other.
Let's go with the last question.
And that's how come they were so damn good against each other, because they loved each other. They loved what they did.
Let's go with the last question here. Thoughts on Dean Malenko? Now,
Oh, shit.
listen. I've always respected
Oh,
Dean
yeah.
Malenko,
I've always liked Dean.
and I've always liked
He's
Dean.
a great wrestler.
Great wrestler.
But here's the thing.
Mhm.
He's playing.
He's, what they say, vanilla?
Yeah, he is vanilla. Because
No knock. It's just,
no knock, he was
What?
great in the ring. Dean Malenko was great in the ring.
as far as an in-ring
Against
technical
personality, he
Yeah.
had nothing.
Yeah.
personality was
Yeah.
short on Dean Malenko.
He had nothing. Like personality, he had nothing.
But,
And promos, he wasn't that
Yeah.
Now,
good.
see,
Not really
I will
good.
say this. At least in WCW, they kind of like made up for him by calling him the Iceman.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, he's cold as ice. You know, he
Yeah.
didn't really have too many
Yeah.
like he was that kind of
Yeah,
character.
character.
And I could get behind that.
Yeah.
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 But
But that right
especially-
there you could understood. Yeah.
But especially when he went to WWF.
They made him the ladies' man.
Yeah, which did not fit at all.
Do with the lovable, huggable,
Yeah. They made him,
desirable.
they made him the ladies' man.
Yeah.
Like that's supposed
it
to
was
give him some
a
personality.
sad time for that one. Yeah.
Like that's supposed to give Dean Malenko
Jesus
some
Christ.
personality. He's a ladies' man.
He's a lazy man.
It was that too. I guess.
You must be lazy in the bed, friend.
Well, he
But
didn't get
anyway.
Lita when he was.
Yeah, he didn't get Lita.
No.
He tried, but he didn't get her.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean,
He was a good light heavyweight champion.
great light heavyweight champion, great wrestler.
Yeah.
It's just
He had nothing.
there was no personality there. There was no charisma.
And he couldn't cut a good promo.
And yeah, he really couldn't cut a good promo
he
either.
couldn't. He could not cut a good promo to save his life. And I really don't think it was his fault. It was just his persona that he had. But with his persona, he didn't have nothing. But a wrestling ability, nobody could beat him any better than that.
He was a great wrestler.
And he was the man of 1,000 hoes. I mean, he could get in the ring and tie people in knots.
He was. Dean Malenko was a great wrestler.
You know?
Which is that's what hindered his career the most, was no real personality or charisma.
That's it.
And couldn't really cut a promo.
That's it.
But as far as a wrestler, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Nobody any better. That's
Yeah.
what I say. Nobody any better.
So that was the only thing that really held him back.
Yeah. I do believe it was, and it's sad for that right there. But you can only do, if you don't have it, to do what you have to do, and all you can do is perform in the ring. There's other things that you have to do. Like you got to cut good promos. You've got to be something that act like somebody that nobody's ever seen before, and he couldn't do it. In the ring, like I said, nobody better.
Guys, we hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share all over social media. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. You can add Pops on Facebook as well. Guys, you can also follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage, as well as follow me and Tommy on IG Instagram as well. Guys, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more great videos coming to you guys, because we're that cream that rises to the top.
Cream of the crop.
And nobody does it better.
Yeah.